Oh, welcome to the Canadian Ball Hockey Nationals here in Mississauga, Ontario. I'm your play-by-play voice, Carson Elcom, alongside my cameraman, Matthew Izakow. Final game of the night here. We got the Edmonton Killer Bees taking on the Danforth Knights. Both teams have been juggernauts coming into these finals here. The Killer Bees 3-0-0. Goaltender Carson Schreiber rocking 2.00 goals against average. Only has allowed 6 goals against in those 3 games. He's going to be a feat to watch out for. He's your goaltender starting for the Edmonton Killer Bees. And starting for the Danforth Knights, Corrado Arangio, 3-0-0 as well. 1.67 goals against average, just allowing 5 goals against in those 3 starts. So both goaltenders are incredible so far in this tournament, and it's going to be a great goaltending duo. Some players to look out for. Kicking off with the Killer Bees, leading the team in points tied. Jared White, number 10, with 5 points. Stephen Scholig, 5 points. And Cashton Murphy, all rocking 5 points. Moving things over to the Killer Bees, Khalib Sims-Plania, 9 points in 4 games. Alongside his brother Keon Sims-Plania, 10 points in just 4 games. They have been carrying the offensive workload heavily for their team, and they're going to be a key to winning. As we drop the puck here, Jason Toth wins that face-off. He brings it back over to Blake Boddy, he fires it in. Jason Toth going after Phil Farinack. Knights putting some early offensive zone pressure on the Killer Bees. Farinack, he's in behind. Over to Scholig. Fires it up into the neutral zone. Blake Boddy can't get a hold of that for the Knights, but cut off by Marco Diaz. As that goes out of play, we're going to have a stoppage early on, just 35 seconds here into the first period. Arangio, face off to the left of him. That's a little early. Someone's getting waved out of that. Jared White facing off. And it looks as if Rob Clark getting waved. And now Sims-Plania taking his spot. Knights get the possession. Paul Giusti working his way around. He gets the ball out. Trying to get into the offensive zone. Hustling in, Frank Arnaud. He making work around 86. He's flying Ethan Dannett as he working his way out. Firing is Rob Clark. That's stopped by Schreiber. Sims-Plania. He's working it in. That was a shot by Mitchell Fisher, and they score! Keon Sims-Plania, that's an 11-point right there of the tournament. He beats Carson Schreiber early on here. Just a minute 16 into the first period, and it's 1-0 for the Knights. Just like that, Sims-Plania, a player to watch out for, and he opens the scoring here early. Killer Bees entering the offensive zone. Arangio wanted that deflection call, and he'll get it. Ryan Morden taking the face off for the Knights. Killer Bees trying to get out of the defensive zone. Liam O'Callahan going hard on Mike Empey. He gets that over to Mike Capano. And Arangio makes a good save, bobbles it a little bit, is able to pick that one off. Both Sims-Plania brothers getting a point on that play. Primary assist for the one, goal for the other. Gotta love what you see. Jackson Davies taking the face off. Marco Diaz has it. He's popped that up to Jason Toth. Can't seem to get it out. Killer Bees, and what a stop. A diving save by Zachary Carr to block that shot from in the goaltender. Carr behind the net. He's back at it. He's making his way up the half boards. He's going to fire that out. There was a streaking David Kuzkis. Couldn't get it over. Arangio trying to figure out where that went. Marco Diaz hard on Ian Brady. Colin Plomp gets it out. Dennis Davison fires it in. Carr around to get it behind the Knights net. 12:20 left in the first period. He's got fired around to Rob Clark. Clark back to Carr. Carr back to Clark, trying to get an opening here to get out of the defensive zone. Clark taking it up. He's getting it back to Carr. Carr's got some room on the right side. As Jackson Davies tripped. Sims-Plania to Plania. Nice save by Schreiber. The brothers' chemistry is like the Sedins over here. Carr going off for a change. He's been out there for a hot minute. Sims-Plania, both the brothers low. Rob Clark gets chipped away. Possible 2-on-2 here. The Killer Bees working their way in. Rifles a shot by Arangio. Ashton Murphy couldn't get that one. Hit Murphy again. He's got some space. He fires. Blocked in front though. Back to Murphy. He's got some room. Behind the net to Fernack. Fernack taking his time, seeing who he can get open to. Not rushing anything. He's looking at all his options. Fernack, Murphy just barely keeps, not quite. And that's going to be offside as the Killer Bees have to tag up. That's some time for Jordan Kahn. Got an outlet pass, that's cut off. As the Killer Bees working their way in, Clark was able to strip it away. John Capano striking on the Bees on the left side. Steven Scholeg able to take that as there's going to be a delayed penalty and the Killer Bees pull Schreiber. 6 men out there. White makes his way up. He gets an outlet pass over to Dunnett. Murphy. To White. White gets it over to Fernack. Fernack gets it in. And touching up is the Knights. It's going to be a holding call. Holding call going to number 85, Mitchell Fisher. That's going to be a 2-minute power play for the Killer Bees. See what they can make happen here. If they can get one back. .10:04 remaining in the first period. Killer Bees on the power play. Fernack misses up that draw for the Killer Bees. They're going to try to get back in the offensive zone, but it's fired out, and Schreiber going to go out and pick that one up. Back down, Schreiber having to pop in front of the net. Ashton Murphy going to take it up. He passes the red line into the neutral zone. He's got to fire it in, see if he makes something happen. Some space in front. Arangio makes a great save on a diving Jared White. just gets a piece of it with that left pad, gets it in the glove. And keeps this thing a 1-goal game. 1-0 for the Knights. Murphy. Or Faranack taking the draw, against Toth. Toth wins it. And the Knights fire that all the way down the ice for Schreiber. Jared White doing some dangling, and that bites him. That's rushing the other way, the Knights. David Kukis gets stripped. Murphy gonna make his way. Creep hold on to that. And Stefan Scholeg is gonna slow it down. White making his way in. He had some room, but Carr's gonna get to that on the boards. White still gets it away. Murphy there in the corner. Murphy gonna send it up. Murphy to Faranack. Faranack to Murphy. Murphy fires and scores! Looks like a tip shot by Captain Scott Dorham. We'll see if that was Murphy's all the way or if Dorham got a piece of that. And it's 1-1. Killer Bees even things up on the power play. I'm not sure if Dorham got a tip on that. It looked like it by the way he was reacting. But we'll see shortly as we get back underway here. Arnaud gets it in. Clark's going to pick it up for the Knights. He's going to go behind the net. He's going to give it to Carr. Carr over to Clark. Clark trying to get to Diaz, and that stick is whacked out of the way. But Sam and Sims Plania trying to get in on a breakaway on Schreiber, but can't make it happen. .8:28 left in the first period, 1-1 game. Clark taking the face-off against Brandon Vogel on the left side of Schreiber. Clark and Vogel. Clark wins it for the Knights. Carr gets that on the blue line. Carr is going to bring it up to the white line. Carr. He gets it over to Giusti. Carr. Back to Kukis. Carr fires it in. Just over Schreiber. Net off the pegs. And we did get clarification. Scott Dorham did tip that goal for the Killer Bees. Assisted by Murphy. We got Faranack and Clark on the face-off circle. Clark trying to win another one in the offensive zone. And he's going to get it for the Pigeons, but stripped quickly. Carr gets it back. Giusti along the boards getting hemmed in by Jackson Davies. Sims Plania gets it out. To get back over to Giusti. Carr, he's got some space. He's going to fire it over to Cuxis. Cuxis to Clark. Clark to Sims Plania. Just not enough time to get the shot off. Cuxis. Carr to Cuxis. Cuxis fires it in, blocked. And Faranack and Cuxis are going to have a battle along the boards. Carr going back to get it. 7:05 remaining in the first period. 2.5 minutes left on the power play for the Knights. It's Clark going down low. Carr, he's holding on to it. Cuxis. Over to Clark. Sims Plania can't get the shot off as Carr has to go back and chase. Keeps it in though. Cuxis. He's trying to go for the lane. Doesn't see a shot. Gonna give it to Clark down low. Clark to Cuxis. Cuxis fires and scores! Davis Cuxis. Seeing eye shot beats Carson Schreiber. Right hand side just above the left pad, excuse me. We got a 2-1 game for the Knights. Once again, the power plays deadly for both teams that are solid defensively. That's Davis Cuxis, second goal, but 9th point in just his 5th game here. As John Capano getting ready to take the face-off. And he takes it from Jared White. Empty. He's giving it over to Capano. Capano gets it in. Just wide of Schreiber. Knights continue to keep on the pressure as Capano battling along the boards with White. White trying to get it out. He's got some space. Sending that over to Liam O'Callahan. Callahan can't get it out. Davies can't get it out either as they send it back in. Craig Richton. Battle along the half boards. White trying to get it out. Scholeg breaking his way on the left side. He's getting a pass. He's got some wheels on him. It's cut off by Empey. Empey gonna toss that over to Morden. Morden. He's gonna get that up to Goss. Toth. Gonna get it back out. Leave it for Morden. Morden's gonna send it over to Body. Body's got Cuxis with him. Try to chip and chase, doesn't work brilliantly as White gets that. Arnaud working his way up the left. He's getting it in deep along the boards. Arnaud still battling tight with Toth. Toth battling Arnaud. Arnaud fires it in, and that's just high and wide of Arangio. 4:45 to go in this period. Blake Body getting it in for the Knights. That's coming back up, and that's going to be taken by Liam O'Callahan. Rubbed off by Jordan Kahn along the board. That's a big hit. We're going to have a penalty here for that hit. Not sure who it's going to as they're both battling on the bottom. Looks like Liam O'Callahan's going to the box. Possibly alongside Luke Rampino. So coinciding minors. Offensive zone draw for the Killer Bees. 4:24 remaining in the period. 2-1 for the Knights. Plomp takes that face-off win for the Killer Bees. Toss-up. Sims Plania can't get a hold of it. Leaves it up for the Killer Bees. They send it back in. Diaz coughs it up. Thank goodness there's a good stick there by Arangio to keep that out. Knights trying to send it back in. Sims Plania. And that's going all the way down the rink. Not flooring though as Clark gets it. Clark trying to find a lane. He's going to get that over to Diaz. Diaz worked his way through the blue lane on the left-hand side. Sims Plania just barely misses on Schreiber. Keon trying to work his way up the boards. He's getting tough there in the corner. And tough. He's got to work it out. Khalib in there with his brother. They're trying to get it out. So they try to get some offensive pressure going. Carr going to send it around for Sims Plania. Keon. Khalib open in the slot. Keon can't get it there, and Capano can't seem to get it either. Oh, and they score! Khalib Sims Plania capitalizes on a miscue by Schreiber and is able to get the rebound, tuck that out for a 3-1 lead as Khalib Sims Plania is going to get his 11th point and 6th goal of the tournament. As we resume here, Capano taking on Varanak in the center. Mitchell Fisher gets that out. To get back into the Knights zone. Varanak getting hassled by Ryan Morden. Empey is going to send it up the left-hand side. Empey to Rishton. Rishton's going to go in on himself. Fisher with him. Schreiber diving to save that. Doesn't want any more mishaps. 2:36 remaining in the first period. It's a 3-1 lead for the Knights. Offensive zone draw for the Knights to the left to Schreiber. Toth wins that draw. Varanak getting hassled by Body. Body chasing the left-hand corner. Cuxis trying to get Varanak. Varanak rushing up the left-hand side. He's got some wheels. Beats Empey on the left hand. He's going to go into the corner. Try to get some offensive pressure. As Empey lays a big hit on Varanak. Capano gets it over to Cuxis. And that's left over for Blake Body on the left-hand side. Killer Bees regrouping behind their own net. Robbins, he's going to send that out. Sims Plania on the back check. Varanak robbed. Clark, he's got some room. He's got some time with Carr and Sims Plania. Clark fires just wide of Schreiber on the left. Carr trying to make some things happen, send some signals to his team. Diaz getting knocked out as he's got to get on the back check now as Cashton Murphy's working his way through. Sims Plania with Clark and his brother Khalib. Keon flips it back for Clark. Clark's going to leave that for Morden. For Giusti, Morden. Putting that down for Sims Plania. Both brothers left-hand corner behind the net. It's back. Killer Bees get possession. They're going to work their way up. Cashton Murphy trying to do some fancy work, but he's going to play it safe, get it over to White. White going to make his own move in. He's got Dunnett with him. Dunnett to White. White fires just wide. Arangio trying to make the stop. Didn't have to. Goes wide. Capano. He's in tight on McCurdy. McCurdy trying to get it out. 10 seconds left in the period. Giusti over to Empey. And this will finish up period one. Knights come out of period one with a 3-1 lead over the Edmonton Killer Bees. Goals by both Sims Plania brothers, making this a 3-1 lead I'm your play-by-play announcer, Carson Elcom, as we take a break. We'll be back with you for period number 2. Well, we're back with period 2 of the semifinals, Division B Canadian Ball Hockey Nationals here in Mississauga. If you're just joining, I'm your play-by-play voice, Carson Elcom, alongside my cameraman, Matthew Izakow. Fans are getting energized here for period 2. It's 3-1 for Danforth Knights over the Edmonton Killer Bees. As we get underway here, Braden Ledrew sending it out to White. White's going to make his way into the offensive zone as we have a stoppage in play early on here. White and Toth in the face-off circle to the left of Schreiber. Toth wins that face-off for the Knights. Carr fires it around. Body trying to give it up to Diaz. White trying to make his way up through center. He's going to give the outlet pass to Schulba. Schulba working hard with Carr. White taken down by Cuxis as they go for a barrel roll. No penalties on the play. Refs are going to let that go. Killer Bees trying to get some offensive zone time. White getting it over to Schulba. Carr stopping that by the net as he'll ring it around. White holding it by the blue line. He's going to fire it in. No space though as it goes off defenders in front. Arangio looking every which way to make sure it doesn't get past. Cuxis. Stoppage in play as we're going to have a penalty, I believe. Looks like Jason Toth is going to be heading to the box possibly here. Yeah, and Jason Toth. He's going to be at a 2-minute minor for holding. Clark and Faranack in the face-off dot. Clark wins it. Justy taking the face off as Clark was waved. Faranack also getting waved. Incoming Cashton Murphy. Justy wins it for the Knights. Killer Bees need to get a power play marker here as White controls at the blue line. White gonna toss it over to Scholig. Scholig. He's gonna toss it down to Faranack. Faranack just misses high and wide. White, he's trying to shove it in on Arangio, and he's gonna cover up. Make that a stoppage in play. Faranack wins that face-off for the Killer Bees. White over to Schloging. Schloging to Murphy. Over to White, trying to make some space. Over to Schloging. Schloging fires. Nice stop by Arangio. .13:06 to go in the second period. 3-1 for the Knights. Power play for the Killer Bees. 1:16 left in the power play. Faranack and Capano. Capano wins the face-off, but the Killer Bees get possession. Murphy. Schloging. Schloging fires. Saved by Arangio. And Fisher gonna send that out. Scholig gonna control, gives it to White. White is gonna move into the neutral zone across the red line. He's gonna fire it over to the left-hand side. Murphy cut off. Fisher going in by himself, shorthanded. Fisher holding it along the board, trying to kill some time on this PK. Now it's out. White all over the map right now. He's sending it in. That's cut off by Capano to Cuxis. Capano, possible 2-on-1 start, and Cuxis, he fires just wide. Over to Murphy. Murphy, another 2-on-1 the other way, possibly 2-on-2. Nowhere to go. He just waits for White. He's gonna fire it in way wide to the left-hand side. Murphy, or Faranack, excuse me, to White. White over to Murphy. That's high and wide. Carr making his way out. We're back to even strength. Toth out of the box. He's running in on White. White in the corner. Toth's gonna get the ball. Open wing. Fire. Scores! Blake Body open in the slot, makes it 4-1 for the Knights. With a great assist from Jason Toth, doing good work on White and the boards in the corner. White was out there for a long time, not a lot of energy after being out on the power play and the penalty kill prior. And that's a 4-1 lead for the Knights. 11:22 remaining in the second period. Carson Schreiber having a tough time being let out to dry defensively by his team. Murphy and Toth at the face-off dot. Toth wins it clean. Justu. He's gonna hold it back. He's gonna get that over to Body. Body. Toth on the right-hand side. Cuskis. He's gonna work his way in. Toth with him. Just too late. Liam O'Callahan working his way in. Justu able to get that. And we're gonna have penalty for hooking Looks like it's going to go to Blake Body after scoring the goal. He's going to get a hooking call, send him right to the box with 10:56 remaining in the second period. Killer Bees going back on the power play with a chance to get within 2. Plomp and Clark in the face-off dot. Plomp wins it clean. He's going to get that back to O'Callahan. Killer Bee is buzzing in the offensive zone. Fires by O'Callahan. Killer Bees can't get another shot off. Rebound goes loose. Callahan. Robbins fires. Just wide of Arangio. Callahan fires. Blocked in front. Shulba to Callahan. O'Callahan in. He gets back to Shulba. O'Callahan, he looks for a spot. That's high and wide over the net. As Juice2 is battling hard with another Killer Bee behind. O'Callahan keeping possession. He's going to give it over to Shulba. Fires it into the left-hand side. 50 seconds left in the power play for the Killer Bees. O'Callahan. Shulba. O'Callahan. Trying to set things up. Not a lot of room. He fires. Wide of Arangio. He's getting ready for the one-timer. O'Callahan fires! Arangio with the save. Shulba and O'Callahan playing back and forth here on the right side point. That's blocked. O'Callahan goes for another one. Knights bench loving this as it rolls all the way back into the defensive zone. 13 seconds remaining in the power play. Killer Bees not able to convert as it ticks down 4, 3, 2, 1 to get it back into the zone. Arangio getting flooring. 8:55 remaining in the second period. 4-1 lead for the Knights. Killer Bees win that draw in the defensive zone. Murphy. Or Schloleg, excuse me. Up to Murphy. Murphy. He gets it over the White. And we're getting a penalty. Or excuse me, just an offensive zone draw for the Knights. Knights in the defensive end, trying to keep this to a 4-1 lead. Arangio dives out to get it, but just misses. Capano gives it to Body. Body going, and he's got some room. Body to Juice2. To Kuskis. Body fires. Nice save by Schreiber. Toth. Diaz. Diaz fires it and saved by Schreiber. Body. He's trying to keep the pressure on. Sims-Plania in. Both Khalib and Keon. Keon just slipped, trying to make a one-timer. Faranax sends it back in for the Killer Bees. Clark fires just over the left side shoulder of Schreiber. Right back in front. Rebound. Can't be controlled. Diaz keeps it in. Over to Clark as Clark swats it back for Sims-Plania. That's going to go all the way down. That's going to be flooring on the Killer Bees. 6:53 left. 4-1 for the Knights. Offensive zone draw for the Knights. Looking to make this a 5-1 lead. Sliding in, fires just wide. Michael Fouts. Fouts over the right hand side. Killer Bees trying to get it out of their own end. 6:20 left in the second period. Killer Bees getting out of their own as they work it up. Out of their own zone. Killer Bees going back in. They got some room and some time. Body can't get a hold of that. As Mitchell loses it. Killer Bees trying again. That's all. Big hold there. Number 12, Skylar Desjardins. He's going to get called for it. Fans don't like the call. Pretty blatant from our angle. Got him by the neck. That's going to be 2 minutes of holding. Knights able to extend the lead here to 4 goals. Those are in coinciding minors, my mistake. Paul Justu going in as well. Along with Skylar Desjardins. Knights in. Tuxis. He's working in. Schreiber makes the stop. That's out of play. Talk taking the face off the Knights. He's going to win it. Body almost got the rebound there on Schreiber. Killer Bees in deep in the offensive zone. Nice save by Arangio. The left pad. Body worked it on the right board. Trying to get it out. Killer Bees firing it back in. Just wide. Empty. Trying to find an outlet. He's going to toss it all the way down. That's going to be flooring with 4:33 left in the second. Killer Bees trying to get it out of the defensive zone for the Knights. Then Flania, wide open net, fires, they score! Rob Clark makes it a 5-1 game after Schreiber gets caught out of the net. Rebound comes out and Clark buries it. That is David Clark's 5th point. 2nd goal. Four goals up now on the Killer Bees. The Knights are about a period and a half away from a day with the gold medal game. Diaz behind the goal line. The offensive zone, working the puck around, cycling through. 4-goal lead, looking to make it more. Ball comes out, no one to grab it. We got a 2-on-1 starting. 86 to 83. Orangio, the kick pad save. Killer Bees trying to get some sustained offensive zone time. That's going to be a penalty. The Knights going to be heading to the box here shortly. Delayed penalty to Schreiber out of the net, but it's tagged up. Greg Rishton will be heading to the box. Or excuse me, that's going to be Zachary Carr. Offensive zone draw for the Killer Bees. Orangio scoops that right up off the draw. 3:08 left in the second period. Schreiber comes out to play that. Toss it back to Murphy. Or Scholig, excuse me. White. Try to get some sustained pressure. Killer Bees, 4 minutes on the power play. Fires and scores. They're back within 3. Cashton Murphy buries it on the right-hand side. We're back to a 3-goal game. Timeout for the home team. Edmonton Killer Bees. Or excuse me, Danforth Knights. 2:22 left in the second period. 5-2. The Danforth Knights in the semifinals here at the Canadian Ball Hockey Nationals in Mississauga. If you're just joining us, I'm your play-by-play announcer, Carson Elcom, alongside our camera operator, Matthew Izikow. As we get ready here, 2:22 left in the second. 3-goal game after a goal from Cashton Murphy on the power play. Fighting on left-hand side with White. Empty. O'Callaghan behind the net. Fired. And that's blocked and sent down the ice. Knights getting in on the offensive zone. Minute left in the second period. Sims-Plania brothers shadowing. The Killer Bees work it out. That's going to go all the way down for flooring. Clark and Plomp in the face-off dot. Plomp wins that for the Killer Bees. Schloning. He's going to rip that back around to Plomp. Plomp with the breakout. Sims-Plania trying to stop, doesn't get through. That's going to be another flooring call with 34 seconds left in the second period. Clark and White in the face-off dot. Clark wins that, fires and scores off the draw. Sims-Plania with the one-timer. Clark right over to Khalib Sims-Plania. What a goal off the draw. 6-2 lead for the Knights. What a goal. 32 seconds left. Now 6-2 for the Knights. White working his way in. He's trying to get some room in the offensive zone. Arangio bats that away over the net. Capano. Knights rushing back in. 7 seconds to go in the second period. Sims-Plania left alone on the board. 1 second left. He's going to fire. And that's it. Driver makes the last minute save. We're going to take a break and be back for the third period of the Canadian National Ball Hockey Tournament here in Mississauga, Ontario. We'll be back shortly. Final frame of the night here. Killer Bees, Edmonton versus the Danforth Knights. 6-2 for the Knights right now as we get underway in the third period. Knights take possession off the draw. Toth bats it off. Edmonton entering. Strong pull, lots of room. Arangio with a nice save. Caught in the right pad. If you're just joining us, I'm your play-by-play announcer, Carson Elcom, alongside my cameramen, Matthew Izakow and Noah Simon. Offensive zone draw for the Killer Bees. Looking to make this a 3-goal game again. Toth gets that out. Capano gonna work around to Jutsi. Jutsi to Body. Body along the half boards. Fire stopped by Arangio. 2-on-1. Body and Cuxis. Body just gets it knocked away. Toth trying to get back. Murphy. He's gonna make his way in. Faranack. Faranack fires. Stopped by Arangio. Another offensive zone draw for the Killer Bees. 25, gonna rifle it in. 77, he's gonna fire it. Arangio with a nice save. Nice defensive zone win by the Knights. Sims Plani able to get it out. He's going to try to work his way into the offensive zone. Clark bats it back in. Killer Bees set up here to go for the offensive rush. Clark, he's going to recoup that. He's got both Sims Plania brothers on his wings. He's going to fly in, see what he can make happen. Keon, he's going to send it over to Diaz. As Keon goes for a change. Diaz fires it in from Jutsi. And then Mitchell entering last minute. Arangio gonna cover that and hold it. 13:04 to go in the third period. 6-2 lead for the Knights. Offensive zone draw for the Killer Bees. Lost again. Diaz got picked that up behind the net. He's got Carr with him. Carr in support. Can't get it out of the corner. Diaz working it hard. Could be a hook. No call on the play. Carr. He's hemmed behind the boards. Carr. Waiting for Diaz. His D partner. We're going to send that up to Capano. That gets past him. Killer Bees back in the zone. Capano. Carr is going to whack that out. Send it right down there. So that's going to be flooring. 12:23 left in the game. Killer Bees just cannot get any sustained offensive zone pressure, especially when starting in that zone. Arangio almost coughs it up, bounces off his shoulder. He's able to cover that one up. Team's patting him on the back, making sure that stays nice and tight in the glove. Killer Bees take possession. There's some open room. Toth, he's going to take that and make his way up the ice. 2-on-1, Juice 2. Coxis starting. He's got some room. Not enough to make anything happen with it, though. Juice 2. Body going and streaking. Can't get it. Toth, he's going to fire it in around the boards. Killer Bees back. They got a 3-on-2. White. 2-on-1 fire. Stopped by Arangio. Nice Russian gets to some sustained offensive zone pressure for the Killer Bees. Edmonton struggling right now to get some momentum. This goes back into their own defensive zone. They got to regroup. Clark's going to get back for Sims-Plania. He gets taken out. That's going to be a penalty. Danforth going back on the power play. Very, very deadly power play, I might add. With 10:51 left to go in the third period of this game. Winner going on to the gold medals of the B division tomorrow. Canadian Ball Hockey Nationals here in Mississauga. Clark doesn't get that, can't keep it in the offensive zones. They set it down the ice. 2-minute power play for the Knights. Arangio almost gassed it into his own net. Thank goodness that didn't happen. That would have been brutal for the Knights. So they send it back into the Killer Bee zone. Danforth trying to get some sustained pressure going. Carr. Coxis. He's got some room. He's going to go to Carr. Carr fires! Just side and wide to the left. Carr. He's got Juice 2 on the right. Coxis on the left. Playing a little back and forth. Clark trying to go high short side. Gets the shoulder of Schreiber. Sims-Plania. Keon coming back out. Gonna get some offense rolling here. 9:50 left in the third period. 59 seconds left in the power play for the Knights. Killer Bees get possession off the draw. They're gonna sling it right down the rink. Carr back to get it behind the net. These gentlemen have been playing all day. You can tell there's fatigue. Carr. Sims-Plania. Back to Carr. Over to Coxis. To Carr. Back to Coxis. Coxis fires and scores! Top right. Just beats that leather. And Schreiber letting another one in. And it is 7-2. And someone's throwing a hat on the floor. That seems to me we got a Hattie in the building for Sims-Plania. (7-2). there's 2 more goals for the Knights, the mercy rule implies here, and the game is over. That's only if the Killer Bees do not score another one. Capano trying to get it out of their own zone. The Capano brothers. 16 and 71. And they score. Just like that, they come back. Killer Bees bury one on Orangio. We're back to a 4-goal game. Offensive zone draw for the Killer Bees. Coxis versus Faranack. Coxis wins that clean. The Knights are going to try to get this out of the zone. Killer Bees regrouping in their own zone. Diaz makes a nice block to make sure that ball doesn't get to Orangio. Killer Bees trying to kill some time here, apparently. Not a lot of time left. 7 minutes, 40 seconds. Sims Plania, he's going to get the outlet. A one-on-one, possible two-on-one starting with the Sims Plania brothers. Sims Plania to Khalib. Khalib's got it. He's got some fires. And Schreiber is able to catch that midair, make sure nothing goes in. And now we got some issues on the ice. We'll see what comes out of this. Khalib Sims Plania is going to the sin bin for high sticking. It's a 4-minute double minor stick infraction. A lot of fans displeased with that call this late in the game, but ref saw it as it is. And Khalib Sims Plania isn't happy in the box. Killer Bees is taking a timeout here with 7:24 remaining. We'll take a break. We'll be back shortly. 7:24 remaining. Killer Bees now in a 4-minute power play after Khalib Simplania takes a high stick. 7:24 to go in the third period. 7-3 lead for the Knights. Whoever wins this game is going on to a gold medal game tomorrow. Killer Bees trying to establish an offensive zone presence, just haven't been able to do it. White's going to bring it across the blue line. He's got fire. Into the box. To the bench, excuse me. 5:55 remaining. 2:31 remaining in the power play. Killer Bees still haven't been able to establish us on the offensive zone time. And Carr, he might have a little space here to do something. Schreiber in a little bit of pain over there on the left side off the screen. Killer Bees still cannot establish any offensive zone time. The Knights' defensive line is just incredible. Arangio with a nice save. 1:20 left in the power play. Offensive drone draw finally for the Knights. 1:12 remaining in that penalty to Khalib Simplania. 4 minutes remaining in the third period. 7-3 lead for the Knights. Got to think this is all but over. Corrado Arangio still dialed in. Outlet past the body. Goes by, can't catch it. Arangio looking back, check the clock. 3:15 left. Killer Bees on the penalty kill. Trying to run the clock. White trying to run down the time. Sims Plania at the box. He's doing some work along the boards. Carr, little one-on-one. Sims Plania fires just wide on the left-hand side of Shriver. Diaz, Sims Plania. Todd fires in and misses on the left side. 2:15 left in the third. Knights offensive zone draw. Power play for the Knights with just 2:10 left in the period. Minute 45 left in the game here. All but over. Just time to kill at this point for the Knights. Don't do anything dumb. Don't give the puck away. The ball. Keep things cautious. Bring her home. Their final minute of the third. 7-3 for the Knights as they continue to sustain offensive zone pressure, just passing around the perimeter. 30 seconds to go. Killer Bees getting a little outlet pass to O'Callahan. He can't corral it. Dying seconds here. As the Danforth Knights are heading to the gold medal game of Division B and the Men's Canadian Ball Hockey Nationals here in Mississauga. An incredible effort by the Knights. Killer Bees just couldn't get enough offense sustained.
Come on, man. They fucking killed the kid here. 2-minute roughing call? Really? The people's up
And with that, the Killer Bees will be playing for a bronze medal tomorrow. An incredible day of hockey here in Mississauga, with much thanks to the OBHF and the Canadian Ball Hockey National Tournament here. I'll let the rest play out, find out who the player of the game is. Much thanks. On behalf of Matthew Izakawa, my camera guy, I'm Carson Elkham, your play-by-play announcer. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.
And my graphics got Mario. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. Maybe your brother seems to be very in the bubble. Oh no.
Been around too long.
What?
Been around too long. Ran too many teams.
And too many titles.
Couple of national championships.
Didn't watch you play this year.